poppin'? Brand new whip just out. I can't see now. Give me your ATM number. Send me your PIN number and naked pictures. Ladies only. Guys don't make. Some guys, a couple guys, only 3 dozen. What's poppin'? It's your old pal Boogie Bob, and we got a great show today. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. It's gonna be shit. Probably go do something else. But after the show, I'm gonna do a private video for my Patreon fans that I don't have yet. Look at this. It's my favorite thing in the world, beef jerky, but this is beef jerky Doritos. Spicy sweet chili. I'm going to be reviewing it right here on the channel, and you'll be able to see the video tonight. I got to tell you up front, I might pop a Woody. For those of you who don't know what Woody is, that's an erection. Because it's there's 2 legendary brands, 1 pack. See, most of these things buy each other. Chevrolet bought AT&T, and this one bought Kmart. JCPenney's owns fishing tackle. I don't know. But it looks like Doritos has gotten into bed. It's a slow smoked beef meat Dorito cheese sweet chili. I don't know. It says meats. It's spelled M-E-A-T-S, meats, instead of M-E-E-T. Yes. Also, guys, I have been a sissy. Because I've carried this around with me for like 5 months. It's the world's hottest chip. It's the Pacquiao 1-chip challenge. It's got 911 in the instructions in case you have a heart attack or a stroke. And this is what it does to your heart. It gets a whole bunch of little things going. I've been carrying this around for a long time. Step 1 is a tongue takeover. Step 2, it shocks the senses. Step 3, a surge of horrible tears. Tears. Step 4 is the one I'm worried about. It's jolt the gut. Step 5 is voltage overload. Step 5 is projectile vomiting. And step 6 is no more erections. So this is no joke. This is the real deal. 1 chip. $20 for 1 chip. It's the Pacquiao challenge. Real peppers with real heat, and it's got this dude. Here's the logo. The logo is the Grim Reaper. Here's the rules for the challenge. Eat the whole chip. Wow, what's 1 chip? No shit. What are you gonna eat? Half? Eat the whole chip. Prove it. After you eat the chip, you stick your tongue out. It turns your tongue blue. That's proof that you ate it. Wait as long as possible before drinking water. I'll probably last about 4 seconds. Or eating anything. Can't eat or drink water. Forever. Until you die. If you die, you prove you won the challenge. Post your reaction on social media with the 1-chip challenge hashtag and mention Pacquiao chips. That's how you win. What do you win? Nothing. You win nothing. It's been sitting in my bag for 3 months. I ain't got the balls to pull it off. I ain't man enough. I used to think that I wasn't man enough. Now I have to figure it out. I also brought the pigeons. As soon as I hold them out, they start swooping in. They're very smart. But before we get into any of that, before we get into the delicious Doritos, I'm going to do this after I turn off. So this won't be live. I'm going to be posting this up tonight as a review. I'm tired. Last night I was in the jacuzzi for 4 hours with 4 models. Oh, they were wonderful. It was Steve, Mike, Larry, and Jim. Wow. It was not the kind of foursome I was thinking about when I put the Craigslist ad, but what am I going to do? Tell 4 guys that show up can't come in? That's crazy. On a serious note, I broke up with all my ladies yesterday. All of them. Well, 5 of them. Time for a new me. So 5 are out. 5 are still in there. 5 are out. Gonna be a whole lot of slow singing and flower bringing if my burglar alarm starts ringing. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Dang. I got no joke. I don't know where it's at. I got this. There's my thumbnail. Cons before vets. Now this is the Post. It does everything it can to tear apart New York, even though it's a New York paper. It's owned by Rupert Murdoch, who sits in Australia, bashing New York, and sometimes rightfully so. But this was a program that was all over America. They were going to let convicts open up dispensaries. It wasn't just before vets, it was before anyone. To try, if you had a drug, not a heavy drug, coke or weed, you had a weed arrest or conviction, you were able to get your license before anyone. This was the thinking that they would try to turn people around, and of course people are going to knock it. That's what they do. Why don't we get on with the thing? Of course, there's a war in Ukraine, there's poverty, there's problems at the border, there's abortion crisis, there's a gun pandemic in this country. But you gotta have Megan Good and Machine Gun Kelly on the first page of the paper. It's really important. I don't know. First of all, he's like 6'7". I don't get it. But Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Good, Megan Fox, excuse me. Megan Good's my boo. I don't think she would appreciate me confusing the two. You are so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. You're so vain. Bet you think this song is about you. Don't you? Don't you? That's Carly Simon. She wrote it about Warren Beatty. When I saw you at a party, like you were walking onto a yacht. She ripped him apart on that one. Everybody knows. What's happening, everybody? Tammany's here, RJ, I see Valerie. I'm going to bring one of those mirrors without the mirror in there like they used to do in Romper Room. I see Tommy and Billy. I see Antonio. God bless you, my friend. I see Sugar Bay, all your comments and wonderful things you leave in the comments. I read them all and I appreciate you so much. RJ, who just got out of prison. God bless you, RJ. Welcome home, my friend. We're throwing RJ a party. Nan's here. What's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Boogie Bob, and we're going to be talking today about how you can join the Boogie Bunch. It don't cost nothing but love, kindness, compassion, and acceptance. If you ain't got that, then get out! It's my new tagline. I'm trying to work it out. At the end of my show, I always say, please be kind and loving to each other. Now every YouTuber steals it. Ellen stole it. I was doing that. You can go on my YouTube, my Facebook. I was doing that in 1996. Please be kind and loving to each other. I turn on Ellen. There's Ellen. Please be kind and loving to each other. I go sue it. Don't be kind to anyone. Only if you're on my show. Be mean to everyone unless you're on my show. Now I'm being a jerk. Which I'm known to do every now. But I'm trying out a new one. Guys, if you want to join the Boogie Bunch, it doesn't cost you nothing. Just love, kindness, compassion, and acceptance. And if you ain't got that, get out. How's that? Is that good? You guys know I try out a lot of my stuff on here. Hey guys, it's time for the news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to use the news and views, it's news you lose. Now that was tricky. I've had trouble getting that one to stick. Guys, you're special. If no one told you today you're special, I'm telling you you're special. Another one I've tried out. By the way, they're all real. Every one of them is real. It's not like I made them up. I mean, I made them up, but it's not like they're fake. Hi, Stumpy. Guys, I brought a bunch of really cool snacks today. Joe ain't here. You guys remember those potato chips called Bugles? It's like a little cylindrical thing you can put on your finger like a fingernail. Bugles. I was poor. All my friends at school always ate Bugles. I never had no money for Bugles. Got it now. I took a bunch of Bugles and I smashed them up. I'm down to 5 on my roster. I could use a number 6. So I got Bugles, so the pigeons are going to be eating good today. All right. We've been on for an hour and a half. No news yet. Here we go. A New York woman claims a rough arrest by state police caused her to miscarry in her 3rd trimester. But the shocking allegations have come into question after the department released body cam footage. I've said forever that every cop in America should have body cam footage to exonerate them if someone's lying and to convict them if they're pulling a George Floyd on someone. Could you imagine if that young, brave 16-year-old African-American woman didn't stand there and film this Chauvin, whatever his creepy name is, he's in prison for life, kneeling on the back of George Floyd for 11 minutes, kneeling on his neck for 11 minutes. This brave woman, this young girl, 16-year-old African-American girl, stood right there defiant in the police face and filmed it all for the world to see. If you didn't have that footage, can you imagine if you didn't have the Rodney King footage? This has been going on for a very long time. This was never filmed. And you guys have seen a lot of my footage from Michael Jackson in Times Square. That was in 2001. There wasn't a lot of people carrying camcorders around. The cell phone footage was just horrible. You guys have seen my footage from the porno days. That was in 1991. I'm the only guy at New Year's. If you watch that video, 5 million people on that video. I'm the only one there with a camera. You guys saw me live in Central Park with Nas. Nasty Nas, one of the greatest rappers who ever lived. The greatest concert of all time. One camera, Boogie Bob. So having these cameras all over the place now is the reason why you're seeing a lot of the stuff you're seeing. People didn't have the access, they didn't have the cameras before. Anyways, Quishana Orachak was 6.5 months pregnant. This is horrible, poor thing. When she was arrested during a March 20th traffic stop in Birmingham. That's, I was going to say it's Alabama, but it's Birminghampton. The hell is that? Birminghampton. That ain't Birmingham. So it's New York. So it's not Birmingham, it's Birminghampton. Binghamton. Oh man, I'm horrible. No wonder no one watches my show. I'm horrible. Binghamton accused the agency of body slamming her onto the hood of the cruiser. Hours later, she underwent an emergency C-section and she delivered a dead child. It's horrible. The footage, however, shows the arresting officer gently handling Orachak. Are you good? Are you sure? The cop asked her after hand-feeding her water. We have a situation that we're right in right now, but if you're pregnant, it's not good. You need to let me know when you're in my custody now. He, for 9 minutes, babied and cradled her. Never once slamming her against the car. Speaking of drinking water, did you see Trump? Donald Trump is very strange when he drinks water. He goes like this. It's the weirdest shit I ever saw in my life. The guy doesn't know how to drink water. He does it. Google it. It's the weirdest thing ever. Hey, listen, I'm not shaming the guy for his water, but come on. Oh, it's thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Let me drink a water. I used to think that I wasn't good enough. I'm just going to keep it moving. I'm just keeping it moving. You can get out. Restaurants in New York have time limits now. Hi, sir. Was your food satisfactory? It was. I love the pasta and the bread, and now I'm going to eat here and eat my dessert. Sir, get out. Sir, get out. Excuse me. You've been here 45 minutes, sir. Get out. That's the new thing in New York, kicking them out. You're eating, they're kicking you out. Sir, could you please eat your dessert like this? Well, I gotta be honest with you, that dessert made me very thirsty. I have to drink my water. All right, I apologize. Joe's not here to keep me in line today. A New Jersey imam. An imam is someone who is like a priest in the Muslim faith. A New Jersey imam was in his mosque, the most holiest place for a Muslim. A perpetrator came in and stabbed him while he was in prayer. A prominent imam was stabbed in the back with a knife. Well, I think that's redundant. What do you think he was stabbed in the back with? A pork chop? Yes, a knife. He was stabbed in the back with a knife while leading prayers at a mosque in Paterson, New Jersey. The Imam, Saeed Al-Naqib, was beginning his service at the Omar Mosque on Getty Avenue in South Paterson when an unknown assailant stabbed him twice around 6 a.m. The attacker was quickly restrained by other worshipers at the service. About 200 people were in the service. 200 people, and a man went up and stabbed him in the back. That's horrible and horrific. Police identified the attacker as Sarif Zorba. It was not immediately clear what the motive was. The motive of hatred. I'm glad they caught the person. Columbia erupts fear. You guys, Columbia. Joe, where's Columbia? It is on the south continent of North America. Their export is cotton. If you guys, Joe knows. I don't know nothing. I don't even know where the hell Colombia is at. It is South America next to Lebanon. A volcano responsible for causing one of the largest disasters in the Western Hemisphere is showing signs of increased activity, forcing the Colombian government to issue evacuation impact zones. The Nevado del Ruiz volcano sits about 80 miles west of Bogota. That's too close. Too close. A geographical survey, an earthquake swarm has increased to levels not seen since the disastrous eruption in 1980 that killed over 25,000 people. An estimated 57,000 people lost lives close to the volcano, or live close to the volcano, and the population has only increased since 1985. These volcanoes are these atomic eruptions that shoot lava, magma up into the air thousands and thousands of feet, and then it lands. Can you picture a glob of magma landing on you? Praying for everybody in Colombia. God bless you. Richard Blumenthal, big Democrat guy, broke his leg at the NCAA parade. March Madness was so wild this year that it hospitalized U.S. Senator well into April. How bad does your leg get broken where you're hospitalized for so long? He's 77. He underwent surgery Sunday for a femur fracture during Saturday's victory parade at UConn's men's basketball team. What was he doing? I can picture Fox News right now. No, I'm not saying he was having gay sex in a stall in a bathroom. I'm not saying it. I'm saying I find it very strange that this Democrat broke his leg at a men's basketball conference. Now, I'm just saying, I ain't saying what he did, but it definitely sounds like he was having sex in a bathroom stall. Because he's a Democrat. I promise you, they're not sending. I promise you, Tucker Carlson is not sending him flowers. Assault by baton at Grand Central. Grand Central, I've taken you there many times. In fact, today after the show, I'm taking you there. Not really. 1-877 cars for kids. 1-877 cars for kids. What pisses me off about that commercial is the kid is sitting here doing this. 1-877 cars for kids. Donate your car. You're not playing. Who you fooling? Assault. I just had a piece of saliva shoot out of my mouth. I apologize for that. By baton at Grand Central. A homeless man was arrested on charges of randomly attacking strap hangers with a baton at Grand Central. There he is. You're getting on the train, this guy's getting off and he's got a club in his hand. Did you guys see the video I posted last night of a guy just standing in position? This is insane. This is the kind of thing that you could run into while you're minding your own business. I don't even see it on here. Give me a second. Not with these glasses. I get thousands of messages from my workers and I can't see it. I just can't see it. I wish I could. You can go on my channel. I went to have Easter dinner with my friend last night. She says there's a man standing outside the window. Standing outside the window like this. I didn't think nothing. 2 hours later, I look, he's like this. There's no one around. There's no place to go. I'm like, I filmed it. It's insane. It's insane. So it's across the street. It's a high-rise building. It's hard to see through the window because it's stuff on the outside. Her place is impeccable. But anyways, the guy's just standing. Watch the video. It's insane. I wasn't making fun of him, but my friend says to me, you know, you're walking down the street, you run into this guy. This guy's just standing there. 2 hours. He's the kind of guy that turns around and hits you with a baton. The hunt is on for the slasher. I think they caught him. This is the guy who slashed 3 people, including an 82-year-old man. They know who he is. They killed this man, 83-year-old man, in an elevator, stabbed him to death. A group of teens in Queens, different story, are wanted for a series of disturbing anti-Semitic attacks on the 3rd day of Passover. You guys are morons. If you are a group of teens and you decide that you want to fight Jewish people in New York City, anywhere for that matter, but New York City specifically, you will be caught, you will be tried, and you will be convicted. These 3 people are in the paper. By now, they're already in jail. By tomorrow's newspaper, I will be reading you their names. The Jewish community in New York City is very strong. There's more Jewish people in New York than there is in Israel. That's fact. They will go straight to the governor and say, I want these people found. Now. You want to win again next year? Now. And they find them. Now. There's 1,000 cops in Queens hitting every high school, hitting every single place that they can to find out who these young men are. These young men will be caught. I promise you. If, I don't know him, but if I did, I'd go, oh, there's Tony. There's Jimmy wearing his yellow hat. There's Frank. They went up and they were two boys and a girl allegedly approached a 49-year-old man on Cafferty Avenue in Mott Haven. Began throwing rocks at him and calling him a dirty Jew. You're going to jail, bro. I hope you ate a lot for Easter. Speaking of Easter, I hope everybody got to eat for Easter. I went over to my friend's house and I watched a man outside for 2 hours. And I ate till I popped. I was very thankful and grateful for food, for my friend, for you, for my health, and I pray that we continue to grow. And guys, if you want to be in the Boogie Bunch, it doesn't cost a thing. Just love, kindness, compassion. If you can't do that, get the hell out. Working on it. Working on it. Hey girl, how you doing? Gunned down in street. Video. I don't like watching videos of people. Footage obtained by the Post on Sunday shows the moment a man was gunned down and left for dead on a Queens sidewalk. Javon Jemison was chased by two gunmen who fired more than a dozen shots on Savolver Road in Merrick Boulevard in Jamaica, Queens. The shooters left Jemison, a 23-year-old man from North Lauderdale, Florida, lying in the street bleeding, and ran off. He was taken to Jamaica Hospital where he died. I hope they catch these pieces of crap. Walk around shooting a man in the back. Bill Barr, one of the most despicable human beings who ever lived. Trump turned on him. He was Trump's right-hand man. He turned on him. I'm not going to go into the Trump stuff today. Melania's life is rosy. Melania Trump on Sunday broke her silence for the first time since her husband's indictment. Happy Easter. That's her breaking her silence by saying Happy Easter. The former First Lady, who was notably absent from Donald's post-arraignment speech and from Mar-a-Lago parties last week, treated the above photo with a pink rose. Happy Easter. Also Sunday, this is insane. This is insane. It's Easter, the holiest day of the year. I would expect anyone with any authority to say, Happy Easter, guys. Remember, it's the reason for the season, stuff like that. Please be good. Tomorrow, I'll talk about hatred, but today, Happy Easter. I want to read you his Easter message. Biden's was one of hope and kindness and compassion and love and future. Here's Donald Trump. All capitals. When you do all caps, you're yelling at people, but okay, it's all capitals. Here's what he posted on Truth Social. Happy Easter to all. Beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Very good. Should stop there. This is Donald Trump's Easter message to you all. Happy Easter to all, including those that dream endlessly of destroying our country because they are incapable of doing anything about anything else. These despicable rhinos and Democrats leading us down a path of self-destruction. It goes on and on. Happy Easter! What a horrible, despicable human being. Sorry. Did you hear about the Home Depot dog attack? This is horrible. A couple, I think it was two ladies, were at Home Depot. They go up to a customer and they say, hold on, sorry, I'm thirsty. I've never seen anything like it. Google Donald Trump drinking water. It's the most insane thing you've ever seen. Two ladies walked up to a guest inside of a customer. In my line of work, we call customers guests. Walked up to a customer inside Home Depot and said, can you feed our dog a trick? We're teaching him. We're training him how to accept tricks. A Home Depot customer was bitten in the face by a dog while she was shopping in Colorado. Where's RJ? Last month, the customer was at Home Depot in Evergreen, wherever the hell that's at, when the dog's owner and trainer asked the customer to please give my dog a treat as part of his training. I believe the dog was a Great Dane, by the way. The customer agreed and then was bitten, clamped on her face. The owner and the trainer left while employees tended to the victim, but because of the video camera and the footage, they were found. They're saying, oh no, my dog did not bite their face. The customer leaned in and my dog headbutted them. Hey, hi, I'm trying to buy a hammer and nails. No, sir, can you please feed my dog? No, I want to buy a hammer and nails. I'm here for my son's wedding. I'm building him an awning in the backyard. Sir, it'll only take a second. You'd be doing me a great favor. My dog's friendly. I just want you, a stranger, to feed my Great Dane a snack. Put it in your mouth, sir. Here, hang it out of your lips and walk up and just hang the beef jerky right there, and my dog, who doesn't know you, will gently come up and clamp your face like the movie Aliens. Sorry guys, I'm really thirsty. Alright, I'm sorry, I apologize. Joe ain't here to hold me down. A flight attendant gets into Spirit and it goes viral. TikTok of Spirit Airlines flight attendant mocking her employer's policy of charging their passengers for every little thing went viral on TikTok. Did you hear about this? Guys, you can get a flight from here, New York, to Florida for $87 on Spirit. It's a great deal. But if you want to take a carry-on, I'm not talking about checking your bag, that's extra. But if you want to bring a carry-on, it's $60. You want to wear a hat, it's $22. Oh, sir, I didn't know you were wearing glasses. That's $6. Oh, sir, your seat belts are extra? $4. Just facts. I was booking. I'm trying to go to Thailand while I'm still young. I'm trying to book the flight. Everything extra. The TikTok was posted in mid-March. It now has over 300,000 views. It shows the unnamed flight attendant during the pre-flight announcements informing passengers if they wanted something extra, the airline was going to make you pay for it. Gotta love the honesty. This shit's comedy. Reads the video. OMFG. Oh my effing G. Spirit employees is the shit, reads the video. In the video, the flight attendant says that if they had extra items such as blankets, outlets, or if the seat reclined, Spirit would charge you. Sir, now you could fly just fine like this, but if you want to recline that extra 3 inches, that's $22. Sir, you know how you have a window with a little shade you pull up? $6. Leave it down, doesn't cost you a penny, but if you want to see the Grand Canyon, $6. No, we do not have sockets for you to plug your phone in because if we did, we will charge you, said the flight attendant to the laughing passengers. No, your seats do not recline. If they did, again, Spirit would charge you, folks. That flight attendant is now working at a Starbucks in Minneapolis. 2 cops and a driver killed in a shootout. 8 By the way, guys, we left today. When I came here today, there was a shooting this morning. Someone put the city. I apologize. I can't remember where it was. Alabama, the state. I can't remember. 4 people killed, 9 people in the hospital. It was at a bank. The person used what? Guess what? Surprise! An AR-15 assault weapon. Never seen anyone shoot a deer with an AR-15. Kentucky. Thank you so much, Bone Man. Bone Man only shows up nowadays when Joe ain't here. I don't know. Maybe Bone Man and Joe are the same guy. You never see him in the room at the same time. Some former person that worked at the bank. We don't know all the stuff. Thank you, Dan. We don't know all the stuff yet, but 4 people killed. The police shot and killed the gunman. It took them 3 minutes from the time they got the phone call to head there and shoot and kill this perpetrator. No Uvalde here. No sitting outside waiting for SWAT teams. They went in and killed the guy. I believe it's preliminary right now that he might have had a woman accomplice. We'll find out more by tomorrow's news program. I'm Boogie Bob. I'm giving you the stuff that I heard through grapevine. And by grapevine, I mean CNN. This is 145th mass shooting this year. That's 100th day of the year. 100 days, 145 mass shootings. A mass shooting is anything with 3 or more people. I've decided I'm going to have a new contest. I am going to give $50 to each person watching from now on a day where we don't have a mass shooting. It's never. We have a mass shooting every single day in this country. And Joe is a little more extreme than I am. He wants to destroy every gun on the planet. I believe that, I do believe in the Second Amendment. I just don't believe that you should be able to maybe own more than one gun. Definitely think assault weapons with high capacity clips, magazines, all that should be outlawed and banned. Anybody with it should do time in prison. You're putting away black and brown people who have sold dime bags of weed for 20 years. Yet you let the white-collar white boy with the assault weapon do these crimes, and a lot of them have these illegal weapons and they do 6 months. Let's reverse that. Let's let a bunch of these guys with these illegal weapons first make them illegal, and then let's put them away. What are you in for? Armed robbery? How about you? Stole a car? What are you in for? Sold a dime bag of weed, I got 18 years. What about you? I had illegal weapons in my bedroom. Somebody dropped a dime on me and now I'm in prison. We can stop some of these shootings. We ain't gonna stop them all, but we can stop some. Got a couple idiot friends. What about hammers? Boogie Bob, last year 4,000 people were killed with hammers. Should we outlaw hammers and rocks? No, asshole. But I don't remember the last time I saw on CNN where 32 people were killed at a school with a hammer. Dick. What about screwdrivers, Boogie Bob? Should we outlaw screwdrivers? You're a douche. 4 killed in an avalanche. Joe, what's an avalanche? It is snow. It is snow on mountain. An avalanche in the French Alps. Joe, where's the French Alps? It is in France. Killed 4 people Sunday. Horrible, on Easter. Interior Minister said calling the death toll a provisional count. That means that there will be more people. The avalanche rolled down the Armachette Glacier in Contamines, Montejoy, in the hot Savoy. I don't know. There's a lot of French words here. 20 miles south of. Oh no, Danny. Danny, fuck you doing, man?
Hey, man.
Don't ask me for 5.
I won't.
It's gonna piss me off.
No, man.
Say hi to my guys.
Wherever you look me out with, man.
Say hi to my guys.
Country,
Danny.
man. Go New York. Go
Danny,
Yankees,
Danny, lean in
man.
and say
I
hi
want
to
to
my
say
guys.
go Yankees. Go, you fucking Yanks. Yeah.
Calm down, Danny. It's $2, Playboy.
All right,
God bless you,
man.
man.
God bless
You stay
man.
out of trouble, brother.
All right, man.
We were talking about you at
How
the
much
deli.
you pay for that Coke Zero?
That's,
How you been, though?
that's yours, my friend.
How you been, man?
I've been fantastic, brother. It's good to
Fantastic?
see you. Good
That's
to
how I
see
was feeling this morning, man.
you. Danny, I also got a bag of cookies.
Okay. All right, man.
Danny, say goodbye to your friends, Danny.
Hey, take care, all right, man. Go Yanks, man. They beat the Orioles, but they lost to the Phillies, you know.
Look at Danny. Danny, you're my new
But
man on the
I
scene.
know, Tino. I remember.
Danny, you're my new sports affiliate. Next time I need
And
you.
go
on the news.
Devils, man.
Go Devils.
All right?
Danny,
Thank you, man.
Stay out of trouble, brother.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless you. Be good. Be good. Danny wanted to know what I paid for my Coke Zero. I should have said what you paid for your cocaine. I love Danny. I'm shocked that Danny knows anything about the Yankees and the Orioles. He might have made that up. I don't know. But Danny is my new man on sports on the team. If you don't know Danny, Danny's a regular on the show. I see him about once. I used to see him every day. See him about once a month now, and I was going to be quiet and let him walk by. Danny has a little thing where he says to people, "Hey, you got 5 or a 10? Anybody got 5 or a 10? He doesn't ask for $1. And I have to tell him before I give him $2, he's going to piss me off if he's mad that I don't got a 5. I got a 20, and I got some singles, and you ain't getting my 20. If I would have asked him right now, what you going to do with the money, Danny? He goes, I'll get Chinese food. Chinese food is a code word for coke or crack or heroin or something. He is a very nice kid. He's just caught up in this horrible, endless cycle until we lose him. I will be kind, compassionate, loving, and accepting until I lose him. And I never know when I lose him. He just won't be around anymore. I was at the deli 2 nights ago. They were talking about it. They said, hey, whatever happened to that kid? You know, the 5 or 10 kid. I go, well, that's Danny. That's Danny. They go, yeah, I think he died. I go, I saw him about 3 weeks ago. I will not be shocked when he does die. I just pray he's a redeemable person. I pray that he can somehow, I wish I had magic powers. I would go up and take that out of him. But he's on his way to get a crack rock right now, and he's probably selling my Coke Zero and my cookies. God bless him. Danny! School taught boy playing dead. Look at this cute little angel. I don't know what he did. We're going to find out. School taught boy playing dead. Suit of tragic Romeo. A 5-year-old Connecticut boy. I thought it was going to be a good story. I apologize. 5-year-old Connecticut boy suffered a fatal collapse during school recess as nearby teachers ignored him, thinking he was pretending that he was dead. I don't blame the teachers. I blame that there should be training. If a young kid does collapse at school, that you run over there and then do the questioning and find out if he's dead later. Jimmy, are you okay? Kick him a few times on the leg, see if he's okay. Jimmy, that's not funny. But to ignore him. The bereaved mom and dad of Romeo Pierre Louis in West Hartford say in court documents that their son died at the Charter Oak International Academy in April 2022, a year ago, because of negligence by the school and the town. Of course, they're suing. Romeo was lying in the ground for nearly 10 minutes without receiving medical attention, despite several teachers being within eyesight. Those teachers will probably have to carry that burden in their lives forever. Could they have saved this boy? I don't know. Saw a viral video that just went viral on TikTok before I left the house today. I'm going to share it with you now. It's a lifeguard. This lifeguard, a young girl, saying, guys, before you start dragging me, I want to tell you right now, do not buy your children or your grandchildren blue bathing suits. Then she shows her daughter in the pool wearing a blue bathing suit that she actually went out and found at Walmart to purchase just for the sake of the video. And then she films her daughter in the pool and she says, I am a lifeguard. Can you even see my daughter? And the daughter's swimming there and you just can't see her. It's blue water, it's a blue swimming pool, and it's a blue bathing suit. So most of the deaths that occur with these children are parents or grandparents who didn't know and bought their kids a cute blue bathing suit. No more. Orange, red, yellow. Bright colors that will stand out against the water will save your child. Then in the comments, there was hundreds of comments from lifeguards who all said the same thing. God bless you for leaving a comment like this. You might just save a child. And for it to resonate with me, I don't even have children. And I found out on the internet, in order to have children, you have to go. And that I finally figured out why I don't have children. I haven't gone 1987. 87. That's a long time. It's a long time. Well, God bless this young boy, and any of you out there who have children, that means that you did. God bless you for having a child. Protect those babies. Do not buy your kids or your grandkids and tell all your friends. Listen, I almost lost Chucky 2 weeks ago to someone giving him a damn pill. What was it? Ibuprofen. I didn't know. They didn't know. I would have certainly told her, make sure you Google. It's poison to cats. I didn't know that radiator fluid in your car, poison to cats. There's certain things that if you learn it, I'd love it for to put stuff in the comments to warn others so that they don't go through the tragic ordeal. If I could save one person from this horror that I've been through for several weeks now with Chucky, I will tell the whole world. If I ever win an Academy Award, an Oscar, a Grammy, a Tony, I'm going to get up and I'm going to say, I want to thank everyone, but first, guys, never feed your cat ibuprofen. Body and car may solve a 3-year-old mystery. A body was discovered in the side of a submerged car that belonged to a teacher who had been missing for nearly 3 years. Where at, Joe? In the Bronx? No. Florida. What's your problem with the Bronx, Joe? I don't know. Florida. A white 2012 Chevrolet Impala of Robert Heika was discovered from a canal along Pioneer Trail near New Samira Beach. It's just too long. I can't read 40 names to your town. I'm sorry. It's found in the water in Florida. The Sunshine State Sonar Search Team and Recon Dive Recovery spotted the car after a drop in the canal's water level. This happens. Water levels go down and you start seeing a hood or an antenna of a car sticking out. The sheriff's dive team then pulled the car from the canal. While positive ID has not officially been made, they believe that it's Mr. Hyken's family. The sheriff's office she never showed up for work. Heike was then 70 years old, was reported missing. Multiple agencies have been looking for her for 3 years. Can you imagine? This is a blessing. It's a horrible curse, but it's a blessing that you will now know what happened to your beloved wife or your grandma instead of wondering where she went. And if she was kidnapped or murdered, she probably drove into the canal. We'll get more information as this story develops. Russia scare nearly shot down a British airplane. Russia nearly shot down a British airplane. That would have been horrific. Halle Berry. You guys like Halle Berry? I know you do. Halle Berry sitting on a balcony. Paparazzi stalking her. She's just drinking wine and she's naked. Halle Berry naked drinking wine on a balcony. Sign me up. If Halle Berry wants to stand around naked in the sun while drinking wine, she's going to do it. Who's going to stop her? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Crazy lady right here fighting people. Hold on. Racist. You call people racist. If I do this, maybe she won't notice me. Where's the guy who stands still? I want to drink a water, but Danny got my chips. Danny got my, he ain't getting my beef jerky. I did not give Danny my beef jerky. That would have been catastrophic. You can have my cookies and you can have my soda, but you ain't getting my beef jerky, bro. I'm not doing that story. I'm not doing that. I hope you're having a good day. Hey guys, you want to join the Boogie Bunch? It's free. All you need is kindness, love, compassion, and acceptance. And if you ain't got that, get the hell out. How's that, Sugar Bay? Is that one gonna stick? Too much? Too much? I was gonna say, all you need is kindness, love, compassion, and acceptance. And if you don't got that, I'll punch you in the face. I thought that was a little too strong at the end. I don't think it's gonna stick. I don't think it'll look good on a shirt. Proud member of the Boogie Bunch since 2020. That's my new shirt. I'm a proud member of the Boogie Bunch. An IRA bomb plot was timed for Biden. Police in Northern Ireland have foiled an IRA terror bomber plot intended to disrupt President Biden's trip to Belfast. I told you I would buy you guys anything you want every day that there's no mass shooting. There was one today and there was one yesterday. A Delaware mall shooting left 3 people injured and 4 shoppers to evacuate Saturday. Delaware State Police said authorities... Joe, where's Delaware? I don't know. What do I know? You hear all those cheers? That's Joe's friends, a German couple. 2 people. They're moving 9 chairs. I give him my paper when I'm done. It's just a north near Pennsylvania. We can confirm that there are 3 victims who were injured by gunfire and that means that's a polite way of saying shot. They could say there was 3 people shot, but they say there was 3 people injured by gunfire. I used to be a janitor, and I used to tell the ladies at a party that I was a technical maintenance engineer in charge of sanitation. It's just how you word it. Boy kills in wild joyride. California. 13-year-old boy leaves 1 dead and 10 hurt in a joyride. 13 years old, he'll go to YA, Youth Authority. He'll be out in 6 months. Took a life. 13-year-old boy's reckless joyride left a woman dead and 10 other people injured in a fiery 3-car crash in California over the weekend. Woodland. Don't say it ain't so, bro. That's Bay Area. Woodland, Northern California, stand up. Police said an officer spotted the boy Saturday evening driving erratically near College Street and Main Street down in Sacramento. The officer tried to stop the unidentified teen, but the kid fled in the car and crashed into 2 vehicles. I hope that they were allowed to punch him in his face when they pulled him over. The video of the deadly aftermath shows one of the cars burning underneath another car, while the first responders rushing to help the victims. Another one of the vehicles also caught on fire after the collision. The boy was arrested at the crash scene and taken to the hospital for his injuries. I hope your little bitch ass got hurt. Sorry, I apologize. Let me take that one back. The suspect was arrested at the crash scene and taken to the hospital for his injuries. Oh, poor little guy. I hope he's okay. I hope he didn't get hurt. Video of the encounter obtained by the Post shows the gunman and the victim. It's a gunman? I'm in the wrong story. Sorry. They did not disclose the condition of the others who were injured. The crash occurred a 25-mile-an-hour zone. This little kid stole a car and was joyriding. Gunned down in Harlem smoke shop execution. My friend Vanetta, who's been on the show. By the way, Vanetta just got a new position with that phone company. I don't know how many of you ever got your phones. I know some of them didn't. Some of them didn't go through. Also, she was overwhelmed by the system in place. She will be making sure she drops by the show. She has new phones and tablets. It's a free phone, never gonna get a bill. It's a free phone. I hated my phone. I'm so used to really fast. I don't like waiting 2 seconds. Now she has tablets. She'll be on the show. But she hit me up the other day and said, "Oh, Bob, I can't believe it. I'm finally going to be opening my smoke shop." I said, "No, you're not." But then I won't do anything without me. I've been a mentor and a friend for 30 years. She was the first person I hired at Motown. She will not ever. She has high aspirations. She's got a daughter. She's trying really hard to make things happen. She's going to run any idea by me. I said, "You're not doing it." "No, it's a good idea." I go, "It's a bad idea. You're going to get robbed and murdered, and your store's going to be you're not doing it." She says, "Okay." A man was fatally shot inside of a Harlem smoke shop on Sunday after the gunman blasted the victim in the head, according to the harrowing footage of the cold-blooded killing. The man was found bleeding inside the shop at 304 Lenox Avenue. The identified victim, 36, suffered gunshot wounds to the head and back. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. The suspect and the victim were involved in a dispute moments before the shooting. Video of the people don't knuckle up anymore. In my day, you say something to somebody, you talk about his mama, and you fist fight. And those days are over. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Roxanne! You don't have to put on the red light. I remember going to my brother, I go, "What is that song about? Why would Roxanne put on a red light?" He said she's a hooker. I go, "No, she's not. She's just misunderstood. She likes red lights. Maybe she's a cop." "No, Bobby, hookers put on red lights in Amsterdam. And the light says, 'I'm a prostitute. Come on in.'" I go, "No way, not Roxanne. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light." This is that piece of shit mom who killed her kids. She was a perfectly normal mom. Here's her beautiful kids. There's the guy she met. She got a divorce and she met this guy. And this guy was a doomsdayer. Very religious. "Christ will come upon us and slay the wicked, and ye shall hold it the blah, blah, blah," and then all that. I promise you, Christ doesn't want you to kill people. I promise you. When Christ comes with his army and he starts doing what they say in Revelations and cutting down people, let Christ do the cut. You don't get involved. Christ doesn't want you to kill people. I promise you. She ended up hooking up with this guy, killed her 2 kids, buried them, burned their bodies, killed the ex-husband, poisoned him, and his ex-wife. They wiped out everybody. The trial would begin. It's a wonderful documentary on it because she had 2 older kids, older son that survived, and it's on Netflix. And I'm not sure of the name of it on Netflix, but you can watch it. Judging by my extremely huge watch, we're at the 4 o'clock mark, but I ain't going nowhere. Y'all can bounce if you want to. I still got some stuff to get to. Queen Latifah's dropping by. I'm taking off my shirt, taking off my throat, clearing my throat until I hit the last note. Huge party this week at the Hard Rock. It's either Friday or Saturday, something really big. I can't talk about it yet, but we'll talk about it in the next few days. You're invited. Who watched my video? Yes, I did. I took you to the Easter bonnet. I didn't see her. I would have hollered at her. I didn't see her. But I took you to the Easter bonnet parade, and you guys could watch it on my live if you like. I was having a really good time. I was in the groove. 4,000 people on my live, and I somehow reached for my wallet. It was gone. The wallet was not there. The wallet has my credit cards, my social, my bunch of women's phone numbers, lottery tickets. It's got my my ordained minister card. It's got a bunch of stuff. I don't want to lose it. I'm sitting there talking to you like, "Hey guys," and I think that will happen. And you could hear me go, oh my God. Guys, I gotta go. I lost my wallet. I immediately hung up on you guys and called my place, and one of my shorties answered. I don't remember which one. One of them. I said, can you check my drawer to see if my wallet's in it, knowing that the answer was no. She said, it's here, so's your money. I said, oh, God bless you. I almost told her I loved her. Woohoo! That was close. That was close. I did not. Anyways, I did get my wallet back, and I appreciate all of you who sent these kind, nice words. See a bad one right there, bro. That's a bad one, son. Happy Easter, girl. Oh boy. Bust in deadly skate stunt. Car owner charged with child abuse. Now, I don't know what it's about. I have no idea. I've never even heard of it. But if you're busted in a deadly skate stunt, she's obviously the one arrested. She looked like she's miserable and mean. And then charged in a child abuse. I'm going to assume that they had a kid behind the car holding onto a rope and skating. I could be wrong. A Las Vegas woman was arrested for child abuse after she allowed a 15-year-old skateboarder to hang onto the side of her car in a dangerous stunt that ultimately killed him. Skateboarder. Look at this little young angel. I don't know if he's an angel or not. He is now. He's 15 years old, skateboarding while holding on to the car. When you're 15, I did a lot worse than that, trust me. Hey, Bob, I need you to go over and slap that cop's hat off his head. I'll be right back. But we didn't have social media. We didn't film things. We just go up and do stupid stuff. Nace Hernandez, 36. That lady is not no 36. I'm telling you. She's 23. Most. You guys know I'm a women expert. Nace Hernandez, 36, has been behind the wheel of her on May 13th, 2022, when Anthony De La Torre asked if he could ride his skateboard while holding onto the car. The answer is always no. Now, if he does it, he'll do it anyway. He's going to do it anyway. Shut up, lady! And he'll do it anyway. That's fine, but don't say yes. Yes, I'll drive you around in a dangerous... You're insane. Hernandez refused, telling him the trick would be unsafe. Okay, so she did refuse. However, Hernandez let the boy's 19-year-old aunt, Destiny Jimenez, drive instead. So that, I promise you, is the 19-year-old aunt. Because that ain't no 36-year-old. Nothing wrong with 36. I love 36. But this one here is 19. Dang, that's the one. Anyways, it says Hernandez refused, telling him the trick would be unsafe. However, Hernandez let the boy's 19-year-old aunt, Destiny Jimenez, drive instead, even though Jimenez had allegedly been drinking, smoking weed, and didn't have a driver's license. Sure, drive my car, you're drunk, you're high, you got no license, get in! What could go wrong? After Jimenez took the wheel, De La Torre, that's the boy, one of the four youngsters in the back seat, started skateboarding while holding on to the outside of the Jeep. Hernandez later told police it felt like the vehicle had gone over a bump when they actually hit and run over him. That wasn't no bump. It was a bump, but it was the boy. The bump was a boy. When the group got out of the vehicle, they found De La Torre lying on the road, bleeding from his head. Police responded to the scene. They found him surrounded by family members. Jimenez, through tears, told cops she was the driver and had been drinking and smoking. Remember what I told you yesterday? Ma'am, were you driving? No. Lawyer. Ma'am, were you drinking? Lawyer. I'm not on her side, but guys, don't answer questions, just ask for a lawyer. There's Vanetta calling. The teen's cause of death was listed as an accident from multiple blunt impact. The last Nuremberg Nuremberg was the trials that held for the Nazis, or Nazi Germany. The last prosecutor has died. Ben Franzensch, the last living prosecutor from the World War II Nuremberg trials of Nazis, has died. He was 103 years old. He died Friday in Boynton. I wonder what he died of. Saddam Hussein's likeness is long gone. Saddam Hussein was probably the richest man in the world. A lot of these tyrants own everything. He owned Iraq. He didn't own the building he lived in. He owned the country. Of his countless stories of his life as a hairdresser in Iraq, the one, I don't care. Boris Becker used to be the tennis great. Now he's over here. I don't know. Sorry. Someone's going to get in the comments later. Boogie Bob, I really like Boris Becker, and I don't know why you didn't tell us the story about him drinking beer. I think it's racist. I'm sorry. I don't want to tell you about Boris Becker eating a salami sandwich in a pub. I pick and choose. It's the Boogie Bob Show. And guys, if you want to be a part of the Boogie Bunch, it's absolutely free. All you need is love, kindness, compassion, and acceptance. And if you can't do that, then get the hell out, you piece of crap. Too strong. Sugar Bay, I went too strong on that one. The first part's pretty good. Does you need love, kindness? Let me try it again. Hey guys. I'm Boogie Bob. And if you want to be a part of the Boogie Bunch, all you gotta do is absolutely free. You just need to be kind, loving, compassionate, and accepting. And if you can't do that, then I'm sorry, there's no room for you in this group because you're a creep! Too strong. I had it and I went too strong. I screwed up. Guys, if you can get in the comments, leave me a comment on how I can end it, because I think the first part's pretty good. If you can soften up the ending for me, I'd really appreciate it. Guys, it's about time that I bust a rhyme. I'm not bust a rhyme, but when I bust a rhyme, I'm here to let you know that we're about to flow. It's time for the Boogie Bob Show. Screw Joe. That's not bad. Joe ain't here. It's time for the Wheel of Veal. I made this myself. Well, I bought the wheel, then I cut out the thing, and I put the thing where the other thing was. I had a whole bunch of food. I still have it. Here's Stubby's here. I want to give Stubby some food, but I don't want the other ones to see. Guys, these were bugles. Remember the bugles? Boogie Woogie Boogie Boy from Company B. Here's Stubby, you bastard! Dude, now there's 85 pigeons. I don't mind the pigeons, I just don't like all the people looking at them. Joe don't care. Oh, 50 people over here eating and they're looking at Joe like, you piece of crap old bastard, quit feeding the birds. I'm all embarrassed like, I do this. I feel like Eminem. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. Uh-oh, look at that. Look at that, babe. 85 pins. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. Even if I could, it would all be great. Like the pictures on my wall, they remind me that it's not so bad, not so bad. My wheel goes round and don't know why. It landed on cancer. We got cancer. So I'll spin the wheel again though, and see who's next. And if it lands on Sagittarius, it's pink. I don't know what it is. Pisces. My testicles are hurting now. Got out of bed all wrong. Guys, I'm spinning it. I don't know, what was that on? Was that Aquarius? Aquarius. I'm sorry, guys, I can't see it. Last one. Last one. Libra. Joe, do you know any Libras? I am Libra. We are good people. Everybody else is shit. That's not nice, Joe. It's not nice at all. No wonder Bone Man hates you, Joe. Cancer. As one of Zodiac's water signs, you tend to be a person of strong likes and dislikes. If there is something you feel strongly about today, you must make a noise about it. Don't get carried away, but make sure others know why you are concerned. Libra. You may feel pretty confident at the moment, but be careful you don't take your eye off the ball. I don't want to look at nobody's balls. That's crazy. It says here, keep your eye on their balls. I don't understand it, but it's not going to be wrong. They're not going to lead you down the wrong path. You may feel pretty confident at the moment, but be careful to keep your eye on their balls. The sun in your opposite sign means there is sure to be someone who will try to take advantage of your error. Aquarius. Demand to be heard today and demand that others pay attention to your advice. If friends, family members, and colleagues have any sense, they will recognize the wisdom in your words and do what you suggest. If not, well, it's their loss. That's facts. Facts. You got a 5 or a 10? I'm shocked. Danny knows the sports. Go Yankees! The Orioles with Clydecker on deck, batting .227. And I gotta be honest with you, the Orioles really surprised me coming out of Northeastern Regional with the 2-game lineup above the Montreal Canucks. I was shocked that Danny knew anything about anything. Don't judge a book by its cover. Danny's gonna be my new roving reporter. Guys, today the Orioles are playing. Could you give me $5? If you want to know who won, give me $5. I love you. Pisces. You may have a particular goal in mind at the moment, but don't hold on to it too rigidly. The planets suggest there are some major upheavals a little way ahead, so be ready to change direction at a moment's notice. Adaptability is the key to success. I sure wish I would have did birthdays. Where's Ambrose? Is Ambrose here today? Ambrose, if you rattle off 3 or 4 birthdays. Tiger Woods is out at the Masters. Somebody won the Masters. I don't even know who the hell it was, but somebody won the Masters. Playoffs. The field is set. The Warriors and the Clippers avoid play-in. Let's see. Chuck Connors. Chuck Connors. All right. Chuck Connors was a tough guy. Was Chuck Connors the one who said, knock the battery off my back, I dare you? Steven Seagal? Holy smokes. Steven Seagal. Look at this. Ambrose coming in with exclusives. I'm writing them down right here. Steven Seagal. Mandy Moore. I like Mandy Moore. And last but not least, we'll pick another. No, Chuck Norris was not the one. It was Robert Conrad was the guy who said, knock the battery off my shoulder, I dare you. He was a tough guy. Robert Conrad was a badass. Well, I like Chuck Norris too. Met Chuck Norris, he was very nice to me. When I meet these guys and they're nice, I never forget. Haley Joel Osment. All right, that's all we'll do today. Haley Joel Osment, I also met. He was a beautiful kid. He was a wonderful child actor, probably one of the greatest child actors of all time. He was fantastic. The problem was he grew into a man that wasn't as cute as he was as a kid. You can definitely check out Haley Joel Osment as an adult actor. He's in a lot of stuff. He's very portly and big. He has a huge beard, but he's still a great actor. You probably know him from The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense, AI, he was fantastic in. Pay It Forward. These were all great movies. His greatest claim to fame was The Sixth Sense, where he was just I see dead people. His acting in that movie made me cry 3 or 4 times. He's brilliant. You just last saw him in a recurring role on Silicon Valley. Great TV show on HBO. Check him out on that. Haley Joel Osment. I met him with his mom and his dad, or his handlers, and they were very, very nice. Chuck Connors, I don't know nothing about him. He was a tough guy, the rifleman. He was one of those badass guys. He was a tough guy. And Steven Seagal, I want to talk a little bit about Steven Seagal. I actually put up a video last year of Steven Seagal. It shocked everybody who saw it because Steven Seagal is known as probably the biggest liar in Hollywood. Met him 3 or 4 times. Very intense. Wasn't like my friend or anything. Very intense. Wasn't never mean to me or anything. Steven Seagal was a Planet Hollywood guy. He has done a form of martial arts called Aikido. And he's the kind of stuff where he grabs you and snaps your arm and takes your hand and makes you flip. Not a lot of striking. He would strike you, but he would take your arm and take your hand and twist it, bend it, snap it. And he was a master. He was a brilliant, brilliant martial artist, and he would beat your ass. The problem is he had an ego, the hugest ego in the history of the world. And he ended up ostracizing everybody. He has stories on the internet. One of my favorites is John Leguizamo. He was on a movie, and everybody's there. John Leguizamo been in 40 movies. New Yorker, tough Puerto Rican kid. John Leguizamo is on the set, and Steven Seagal walks into the reading room, and he says, "All right, I'm in charge. Everybody here's going to do it the way I say it, and that's how it is." And John Leguizamo says, "I'm not doing nothing." And then Steven Seagal beat him up. So John Leguizamo spent every year of his career talking shit about Steven Seagal. The way he runs worse than Donald Trump drinking water. It's insane if you ever seen Steven Seagal run. But Steven Seagal had made up a whole bunch of lies in his career about stuff, just stupid stuff. He was the first man to ever teach in China. He taught. One of his big fans is Vladimir Putin. He taught Vladimir Putin how to tear a man's eye out. Just a bunch of crazy stuff. But Steven Seagal had been known to talk about his proclivity to play guitar. He has a multi-million-dollar guitar collection with some of the most beautiful guitars in the world. And he is in a blues band, his own blues band. And I'm telling you now, and Rev will back me up on this, Steven Seagal is a brilliant guitar player. If you type in Steven Seagal and guitar, you're going to be shocked. The guy can play he's a blues guy. And that boy can play a badass guitar. So not everything Steven Seagal says is a lie. But if I ever catch him around here, I'll kick his ass. But don't tell him I said that. It's just really important that you don't tell him I said that. I think that was all we had for that. Guys, the Pacers beat the Knicks. Where's Danny when I need him? The Orioles beat the Yankees, but that was because I wish he was here to tell me what's going on. Let's see if he's telling the truth about that. The Packers, 141, beat the Knicks, 136. The Sixers beat the Nets, 134 to 105. There's a new 4-part documentary on Netflix called Catching Lightning Lightning was the name of the guy. His name was Lee. They call him Lightning. Lee Myers. I can't remember his last name. He was a UFC guy. He was going to be one of the greatest champions of all time. He ended up had some fight on the street where he was from in England. So he actually beat up Tito Ortiz in England on the street at a bar. He was one of the all-time badasses. He was going to be one of the great players. I love me some Warriors. You know I love me some Warriors. Anyways, he ended up, this guy named Lee, Lightning Lee, and you can catch it on HBO right now. It's called Catching Lightning. This is the most insane show I've ever seen. He ended up not being able to get a green card to come and fight in America, which is what you have to do if you want to be a UFC champion. You got to come to America. Can't win it by being over there in the smaller leagues. UFC is Las Vegas, it's America. He couldn't come, so what he did was he ended up robbing a bank. It's the biggest robbery in the history of banks. They stole $53 million. What they did was it wasn't a bank. It was a money counting facility. You couldn't get in. You had all kinds of red gates and lights and sirens. What they ended up doing was 5 or 6 of them ending up kidnapping the manager of the place and his son and his wife. They ended up putting him in the back of a big diesel truck, and then they told him, we're going to kill your wife unless you let us go in. One of them was dressed as a police officer, and then the manager went in. Once they got in, no alarms were pushed, and these guys were in there for an hour and a half they weren't filling up bags of money. They weren't doing this. They were filling up diesel trucks full of pallets of money. It was one of the greatest heists in the history of the world. But they found out it was him, this Lee guy. He was a famous UFC fighter from England. They found out it was him within about 8 hours. They knew who it was. So, anyways, the whole gang, they planned this for months. It was meticulous. It was beautiful. They planned it. And even the FBI, everybody, Scotland Yard said it was one of the greatest planned heists of all time. But it was after the heist. They left maps at their girlfriend's house. They threw their wigs in the garbage and they were found, the DNA, the guns. So they planned it perfectly on the way in. They planned it horribly on the way out. Anyways, they all got $9 million each and they were all caught. Wonderful. Catching Lightning on Netflix if you want to get a chance. Not Netflix, I'm sorry. It's on HBO. The Sixers beat the Nets 134 to 105. The Marlins beat the Mets 7-2. Let's see if Danny was right about the Yankees. The Yankees beat the Orioles 5-3. Just because he's a homeless heroin addict kid doesn't mean he doesn't somehow follow baseball. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. You know how I do. I got people, when there's information on the streets, I'm going to get it. And I just got a hell of a phone call. Because I don't read my screen. What do you think, I'm Fernando? Can't get nothing past him. He's going to see it. I don't see nothing. I do know this. Today is a very, very, very special day. It's Treaton and R.E. Sanders' 35th wedding anniversary. Can you imagine? 35? I can't get a loved one to love me for 35 days. 35 years. I am absolutely just so happy to wish you both a beautiful, loving, wonderful anniversary. I'm thinking Red Lobster. Call me crazy, but I'm thinking Red Lobster. That's 35 years, wedding anniversary. Is that the silver, the platinum, the gold? I don't know. I never made it that far. That's crazy. I am blown away at the beauty of getting to share your entire life with someone through the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations. And both of you I know to be wonderful, kind, good people. And I am tickled to wish you all a very, very happy... I wish Joe was here to sing one of his crappy songs, because I don't know one. Is there a crappy song? May old acquaintance be for... No, that's New Year's. I'm sorry. I screwed it up. I wish you guys 35 more what a wonderful, beautiful, historic day to celebrate love and togetherness. I hope I find my treat. I hope that my treat is out there somewhere. If I can get a lady to love me for 35 days, I take it as a win. 35 years is a beautiful, beautiful day. May you embrace each other with love, kindness, compassion, and acceptance. I'm not going to end it by saying, if you don't, you're a piece of crap. I'm not doing that. That would ruin my sentiment. 35 years is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and you both should be tickled pink. And I hope that your families, friends, and loved ones celebrate this joyous occasion with you, along with the entire Boogie Bunch. God bless you. God is great. Love is wonderful and essential. I wish Danny was here. I would get Danny to wish you a happy anniversary. That's beautiful. Congratulations, and may you have many, many more. God bless you. And you know what? I wanted to go on, but I'm not. I'm going to end it on a high note. That is fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Treat and RE, may you be blessed for many, many, many more anniversaries. By the way, that was Rev who called me. Me and Rev have a little thing going on where if there's something going on in the chat and I don't see it, tell Rev, call me. 911. Break into the news. When I see Rev call it, it means two things. Either I got kicked off the air or something's going down in the chat. RE and Treating 35 years is spectacular. God bless you both, all your family members, and all the love that has come out. I think love is like an octopus. It's got tentacles. Think of all the tentacles that your beautiful love story has touched others, including me, including all of us here watching today, envying you for your beautiful, loving relationship. God bless you. Guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want you to be a member of the Boogie Bunch, and it's absolutely free. All you have to do is be kind, loving, compassionate, and accepting. That's your price of admission. And if you can't do that, I don't have an ending. I'm too overwhelmed with the love to tell you that I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm not going to do that. Let's try it again. Hey guys, I'm Boogie Bob, and I'd love to have you as a member of the Boogie Bunch. It's absolutely free to join. All you have to do is be kind, loving, compassionate, and accepting of others. And if you can do that, I welcome you with open arms. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and let's talk again tomorrow. Bye-bye. How was that? How was that? That was pretty good. That wasn't bad. Yeah, a little rough at the end. Not bad. That was not bad. I wouldn't change a thing. It's much better than I'll punch you in the face. Much better.